Hey YouTube! It's been quite a while since I've made a video here. Pretty good reason, and it actually kind of ties in with the idea of this video. I have been pretty burnt out from MapleStory. I am on a lot to do bosses and to do my dailies. But besides that, I haven't really been playing much, and I wanted to make a video about it, about the state of MapleStory in my own opinion, and I figured now would actually be the really perfect time to do that with everything going on with New Age nerfs and pretty much everything in that realm. First of all, I do want to let you know that I will link a petition in the description below because there is one going around to revert the New Age changes and the nerfs and whatnot, so definitely go check that out. You can read more about it in the link. I won't go too much into it, but maybe this could help us out. Now, I have been really thinking like MapleStory's biggest fuel for their gameplay and having a player base is FOMO. FOMO is hands down the biggest reason people play MapleStory. There are people who play it because they genuinely enjoy it. The community is awesome, and you make a lot of friends through MapleStory. I've made a lot of friends. I have my own little community of you guys, and I love that. And I still think that FOMO is one of the biggest reasons that MapleStory exists today. Now, touching more on that, I think it really ties in also with the way that they added a cap on the soul, Erda, fragment, whatever drops, because it keeps people coming back every single day. For people who are casual, play like once or twice a week, if they decided, hey, I feel like training for 10 hours today, but I'm not going to play tomorrow or the day after or the day after, but after that, I might play another 10 hours. They cannot get the same soul Erda drops as someone who does it every single day because of the cap. And this is an aspect of FOMO. So because they are doing this, you have to play every single day if you want to progress the same way as your friends. And there's always competition in games like this. There's always a little bit of friendly competition, like a race to see who can get to where faster. And if you miss a day, you can feel that FOMO and you might feel like shit. Honestly, that is MapleStory's biggest leading reason that people play the game. When you miss out on an Arcane daily or a CERN Burn Art Grandis daily, it sucks because especially on the grandest ones, you don't get that many. There's not many ways to get it. So missing out on a day of that is like, damn, I'm going to fall behind. For people that are playing like casual, super casual, they're not even 250 yet, a lot of these changes might not be too harsh on you. But when you start reaching the end game, the nerfs and everything there are going to start affecting you. Now, you might not think it's that bad because you haven't experienced it before these nerfs, so you might still be able to enjoy the game. But Nexon is literally taking a knife and stabbing people in the back who are in this endgame point where they can do bosses that will drop these nerfed ring boxes for players in regular servers who are not going to be able to trade fragments between their characters or even sell them to people to kind of keep that market and economy flowing. And the instance maps that are going to ruin the whole concept of the Frenzy Totem. Now, I think the instance map introduction is actually because they can't legally remove Frenzy Totem from regular servers because that will cause so many lawsuits because they can't just be like, hey, we're going to take these from you after you spend thousands of dollars finding them. The only way that they can counteract with this is be like, hey, instance maps, they're not going to work. Easy. But that is so stupid. That is stupid. Like, I am jealous that regular server has Frenzy Totem, but I would never be like, hey, just fucking take it from them. Just absolutely rip them apart. Like, I wish Reboot still had totems, but honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's still fine. It's not even that hard. It would be nice to get an extra, 15 to 30% per fucking of EXP for 2 hours, but it's not that big of a deal. So Nexon is literally doing everything that players don't want them to. And they know it. I don't know who at Nexon thought that any of this would have been a good idea. I think that all that they do is listen to their investors. And their investors want one thing. They want people to keep playing the game. They want to keep numbers up. They want to make people spend more time on MapleStory, logging in every single day. They're just ruining their community. So I think that they're not listening to anybody. They're pushing things out in different games in different ways. KMS didn't get it this way. As far as I know, as far as what I've looked at, they got it better. And that's fine too, because KMS is a very hard server to play in. There's a lot of things that we have that they don't. But I think that for an update as big as this, things should just honestly be the same. I think it's as simple as that. When it comes to a game-wide huge change like 6 job, a whole new way to play the game, it should come out the same. So anyways, Nexon sucks. Literally. That's pretty much it. MapleStory's in a really, really weird place right now, specifically for endgame players. Again, if you are just starting, or you're a casual player, or you're very new to the game, you honestly might not feel the effects of this as much as people who have been playing for years on end, or people who just happen to be really, really endgame, like that dude who's like level 280 with 280 Legion, and he's insane, oh my god. Just something to keep in mind. MapleStory's in a weird place, and honestly, I was already thinking of quitting for the past 2 months, and I think I might end up following through with it depending on how this new age thing goes, or I just might be a weekly or daily player. I do enjoy doing bosses, and I do enjoy spending time with, my friends on MapleStory and talking in the guild Discord and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes, but honestly, it's not looking too good for MapleStory, guys. Nexon really needs to start listening to their community, because if they keep listening to their investors, they're going to lose a lot of numbers, a lot of players, and I don't know where it's going to go. MapleStory itself will not die. It's been around for so long, and honestly, I don't think it's going to be a game that's going to disappear anytime soon. But it might not be as fun as it used to be, and not as fulfilling, and it's just going to be one of those games that people log into for 10 minutes a day, hop off, and move on with their lives. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, miss you guys. Can't promise that I'll make any content anytime soon. Maybe get into more weekly bossing videos just to, show my progress and whatnot, but I haven't really felt the urge to make any MapleStory videos as of lately because of burnout, but I do see you guys around and all that jazz. Still answer comments and whatnot. So thank you guys for your support, even though I haven't been around. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. Love you guys. Peace.